Hello friends, I am Chevy. Welcome to my shed. How are you doing today? How's your world? How's life? How's things? How was your weekend? Hope it was good. Mine was pretty good. Mine was good. Saturday we drove to Columbus, me and the girls, and Jamie drove to Columbus to go to another Columbus Crew game where they honored all the winners of Ohio's various youth sports tournaments over the past last season or whatever, and that was cool because Keely got to go down on the field again, and we got to hang out and got a free hat. Fun times. But and then Saturday, I really was not feeling good this weekend, and that started on Friday and then kind of continued through Saturday just with tiredness, and then Sunday I pretty much slept most of the day, just kind of laid around, not feeling the greatest. But I did do some experimentation. I came down here. I wanted to experiment with painting on the letter signs. So this is actually just says hi. I just grabbed some letters and made a thing. And what I wanted to try, this is the thing. So this is pallet wood, and as you can see, it's kind of grayed on the one side, and that was just where I let it sit out and be weathered. And I didn't want to sand on this top surface, and I knew that if I tried to paint this with a brush that I was going to get paint everywhere. There was no way around that. So what I decided to do was use just regular, these are just like acrylic crappy craft paints, and use an oral medicine dropper. I filled the oral medicine dropper with paint and then just kind of flood filled this thing. And I mean, I poured a lot of paint in there. It's still not dry. I don't know if you can tell that from the glistening, but it's I put way too much paint in there. These tips are probably not suited for this, so I need to maybe 3D print something to make this tip smaller, or these actually these came with a little cap, so maybe I can figure out a way to adapt that cap to a smaller nozzle size so that I can have more control over where I put the paint in here. But overall, I'm actually really pleased with how the paint came out, just simply because I don't have brush strokes all over the top of this, so I don't have to sand the top to get back to the normal look, and I can get to leave all this cool texture. So I'm still experimenting. I'm still, I've made some other signs, just some random words and such, to try to kind of figure out if this is something that I do want to sell, and if I do want to sell it, what I could sell it for. I have lots of other craft things that I could sell if I was to open like a little Etsy store of crafty stuff, because my mom has, regular stuff that I make for her that I could put on there. But I'm still debating on whether this is something that I want to pursue as a business, as a side business or not, or whether I want to, look into something else. I thought it was interesting. I thought the stopper thing was an interesting idea. I had seen people use stoppers like this before, or stoppers. This isn't a stopper. Syringes. I've seen people use syringes like this before to do epoxy fills on wood, and I thought it would be a good idea. So I think they were like, I got a whole bag of these, like, I don't know, 15 or something, for like $4. And I thought that was it was a easy way to experiment. Amazon is great for that. But it worked out, so I'm going to keep playing with that idea. My mom, dad just left. They came over and brought me a new project that they want me to replicate, and some wood to do it. So that's going to be a little project here for a little bit, and maybe I'll film that. Let me know if you. It's just a. Let me show it to you. My mom got this at a yard sale for like $1. I don't know what exactly it's supposed to be. It's definitely, it's not wide enough to do much. Like, I don't even think, you couldn't even fit a soda in here. That's how narrow it is. I think this would be like a good place to put like your seed packets if you were going to go planting. But it's really badly made. This is like inch thick, rough sawn material. And it's all held together with brad nails, and in fact the brad nails are protruding on the inside from the star on the front. The handle is just brad nailed on, so it's super loose and wobbly. It's very badly made, but my mom saw it and said, I want this, but I want it to be wide enough to hold mason jars. So I'm going to replicate this with this little star and kind of this rustic pattern. So if you're interested in seeing me do crafty things like this, like a project of me making this, please let me know in the comments, and I'll totally film it. Something like this is easy to film, and it's not going to be something that I have a lot of detailed plans. I'm just going to do it. It's just going to happen. So if you're interested in seeing that, please let me know, and I'll make it happen. Otherwise, I'm just going to make them, and she'll sell them. So that's all I have for you today. Thank you for being here as always. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, being my bestest friends. Thanks for supporting me and showing me that you care, because it really, really helps me out. I'll see you tomorrow.
Hey, Doc, wait! I want to ask you something.
Today's random fact comes from pennies.org. When was the first penny made in America? The 1-cent coin was made legal tender by the Coinage Act of 1864. In 1909, Abraham Lincoln was the first historical figure to grace the U.S. coin when he was portrayed on the 1-cent coin to commemorate his 100th birthday. The Lincoln penny was also the first U.S. cent to include the words, "In God We Trust."